building up to scattered storms in your first alert forecast this morning. So when you're stepping out the door, sending the kids out the door, make sure that everyone's got rain gear ready. Even if you're not seeing storms at that moment, we still have some batches at times throughout the day today. Starting out warm again, mid-60s on average this morning. Your sunrise just before 7. So we'll keep bringing these batches into more of our area. We've got this one batch cutting across the southern plateau, Crossville, Southern Valley, again more of Loudoun County, McMinn and Monroe. A few showers and storms then coming across Jamestown to Williamsburg. A batch that's up into Kentucky drops down at the Tennessee-Kentucky line, fills in here. Notice then we kind of bridge the gap between these two batches and actually have some storms La Follette, Williamsburg to Knox County, Kentucky, as well as Anderson County to Knox County, Tennessee. Continuing with these scattered storms this morning. Lined up here through parts of Blount, Knox, Anderson to Union, Claiborne, Bell, and Harlan. Then that batch clustering up there just a bit. That'll slide into more of northeast Tennessee by the 9 o'clock hour. Still some downpours and storms here. Notice some clearing. This is what I was talking about with that sun coming out, the heat jumping up, and that actually helps to fuel a few more storms for the second half of the day. So then we have a few showers flaring up midday on the plateau, turning over to a few storms using that heat there. So then we'll have some scattered storms, Morgan County to Anderson to Campbell to Union, trying to slide towards parts of Loudoun and Roane and Knox County around 3 o'clock hour. Kids are getting out of school. Some storms on and off in the valley. You notice Southern Valley is a little more isolated, and then it's really clustering up in far northeast Tennessee. This spot in particular is where I think we could get a lone stronger storm. But overall, we'll still have downpours, rumbles of thunder. There'll be noisy storms with gusts around 20 miles per hour, becoming isolated to the mountains by this evening. Then we'll actually have clouds and a couple of showers left over for tonight. So this weekend is when we're starting to see and feel some more changes with the up and down coverage today and rain and storms. That'll take us from 64 to start to 71 at noon. Afternoon 75, closer to normal, low 70s there, and we'll still be in the low 70s though at 7 p.m. with spottier rain. So when I add up those kind of stragglers, the pop-ups, all of this does add up for some more than others. Right? You can have one half of Knox County, for example, getting light rain and another half getting the streak of about a half an inch, which you can see this blue streak cutting through parts of Knox to Blount to Sevier County, then a few hundredths to a tenth, and then an isolated half an inch in the Southern Valley. Get a couple of those half-an-inch streaks cutting through parts of Morgan County to Campbell County at the Tennessee-Kentucky line as well. Seeing a couple of those downpours add up here into far northeast Tennessee, a good half an inch to 3/4 of an inch in spots. So that's what we'll be keeping an eye on for you as those downpours develop today. This leaves us with clouds left over for tomorrow. Key here is in the morning. We'll start seeing a few gaps in the thicker clouds. I'm still customizing this so you can see there's this thin sheet of clouds behind it. So what that means is occasionally we'll see a little sun, and then sometimes the sun's filtered, and then the clouds layer back up in the evening. So I customize that so you could better see the differences there. But no rainmakers really again until Sunday. So tomorrow we're cooler, but just below average. I think we'll go from 54 in the morning, which isn't bad for this time of year, but then 61 at noon, kind of slow going there on the warming, 69 degrees your high, just a few degrees below average. And Sunday is when we're a little cooler with a blanket of clouds and some showers, kind of clipping the southern plateau, Southern Valley to mountains. Could get a few light showers to come along parts of Knox County and Jefferson. I really think basically I-40 will be like a dividing line where the southern half is still where we're looking at more rain, few showers driving along I-40 to far northeast Tennessee, and then that falls back. This also brings down those temperatures. So the rainfall too is also lighter. As I mentioned, we're talking a few hundredths to a tenth of an inch coming up into parts of our area on Sunday, but it brings down those temperatures. So the rainfall itself isn't that impressive, but the temperature difference absolutely is still. 56 your high on Sunday. It's closer to the normal low. Then we'll bounce back though pretty quick. Jump back into 60s on Monday and 70s going into early next week. Looking at a few showers at times next Wednesday and next Friday, but definitely closer to normal temperatures.